Since Donald Trump has been in office, how has his presidency negatively affected black people? How have things gone from worse to worse, or I guess? Had this question was posed on in a Facebook group yesterday, the best response that someone could bring to the table was that if Donald Trump ends the Cuba agreement, that black people will no longer be able to fly direct from America to Cuba. That's the best thing that people could find. As far as, how has Donald Trump's presidency negatively impacted black people? The biggest negative impact that anyone could find or bring to the table was that black people who want to go to Cuba can no longer fly directly to Cuba from America if Donald Trump passes or revokes or ends this Cuba agreement. I thought that was laughable. You can still go to Cuba. It's just you might have to fly to Mexico, and out of Mexico you go to Cuba or Havana. But I could care less if Donald Trump ends the agreement, because as long as there are direct flights from JFK to Accra and Dakar, from Washington, D.C. to Dakar, direct flights from Newark, New Jersey to Lomé, Togo, direct flights from Atlanta to Lagos, direct flights from Miami to Johannesburg. As long as there are direct flights from America to African countries and cities, I could care less what happens with this Cuba agreement. Because the only reason black people are going to complain about this Cuba agreement ending is because they won't have direct access to Cuba, and it'll be harder to access cheap Cuban cigars. That's it. No one else can find another reason outside of that. Don't act like you guys are doing major business in Cuba, because it's not happening. It's all about direct flights and importing cheap Cuban cigars. That's what it's about. Never mind that under Barack Obama, he put Asana Shakur on the most wanted FBI top 10 list. You guys will ignore that. Give Barack Obama a pass on that. But you want to be upset and petty if Donald Trump ends this Cuba agreement just because you want to have access to cheap Cuban cigars and direct flights to Havana from America. That's what this is about. And I thought it was just laughable and funny, and I just wanted to post this morning because I thought it was funny as hell. Like, that's the best. So since Donald Trump has been president, that is when it comes to his negative impact on black people, that's the best thing you come up with. Now, I'm neither a Democrat or a Republican, but it's time for black people to stop drinking the liberal Kool-Aid. Now, I'm not saying go drink the conservative or Republican Kool-Aid, but it's just, and also after this whole Bill Maher incident situation, which I'll touch on a little later, it's time for black people to stop drinking this liberal Kool-Aid. Like, it's embarrassing now. So yeah, that's the best thing they could come up with when we talk about how Donald Trump has negatively impacted black people, is that black people will no longer have access to cheap Cuban cigars and will no longer be able to fly directly from Atlanta to Havana. That's the best thing to come up with. But like I said, as long as I can fly directly from America to certain countries or cities in Africa, I'm straight. There's nothing to complain about. Follow me on social media, Dynastamir. Search for Uhuru on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Dynastamir. Till next time, I'm out.